Okay, this part is making the pink taffeta skirt. It's actually folded in half here. It's very, very, very long when opened out wide. And then over here I've got my tulle net that's going to go over the skirt. So that's the overlay. I've joined all the seams upon the skirt so far on both of them. So you treat them as two separate skirts for now. And then over here I have waistband, which both skirts are going to be sewn onto with a few pleats at the front and quite a few more pleats towards the back. We'll show you in a minute.
Okay, we're going to take a measurement of the waist, and then we're going to add on 2 centimetres at each end of the waistband. This is just selvage. This will all be cut off later. So what I'm going to do is just turn that in half. And give it a good press. Oh, my iron's colour. Okay. This will be ironed all the way across, so you've got a nice decent crease. And then the end seams will be sewn up so it's all enclosed. Leave the bottom part open, and then we'll be attaching that to our skirt.
We are placing our two skirts together. On the pink one we've got the seam facing down towards the bottom, and the same with the net on top. Make sure your seams are towards the bottom. And then we very carefully just pinned it in place for now. We've actually had a little bit of excess on ours with our net, so we've done a few little pleats here and the same on the other side. And you just go from one end to the other, like so. And the next is to go and pleat it all.
Onto the waistband.
Onto the band, yeah.
Okay, according to all the pictures, there's 3 pleats that have to be fitted in between dead centre and the waist. So I've put in 3 pleats and measured them, and if you get absolutely symmetrical, that will make it look a lot better. So,
and this is the centre front, guys.
yeah, that's the centre front. I'm measuring now to the very last pleat, and it's just less than 170. That's just less than 170. So I know that these pleats are symmetrical. So when it comes to putting this onto our waistband, we'll just then lie the waistband up against the edge and then pin that on. Find some. As the waist at the moment, getting those all in place. I can take those off the back now, where I was holding all the pleats in, and then I'll work towards the other waist. Put lots of pins in because it's got to hold all those pleats down flat so they don't move. All those back pins out that were holding that in place, just in case I forget to do it later, but you get the idea here. This is going to be the waistband. When everything is sewn on, the whole waistband then will be turned out, so you've got your net and the fabric all pleated at the same time. There you go. Right to the centre back, and there are going to have to be a lot of pleats that go between there and there.
It's on both sides, yeah.
Yeah.
It's about 4 or 5 pleats. Well,
Oh,
5
loads
pleats.
of them.
No, it's no.
As many as possible.
It's 5 pleats. I'll show you very quickly what your skirt should end up looking like. There's the band, and that's where we started our first pleat. We've got our 2 layers there, as you can see. So we started our second pleat. So we've just, basically this part here at front is flat, there's no gathering up pleats there, you've got to try and keep it as flat as possible. And then there's just the 2 or 3 pleats on the side, and then it's from the waist backwards that the pleats start getting excessive, as you can see, what we were talking about earlier. And on the back here, Mum's just put some Velcro, and it's actually still open there for now because it's going to be hidden by the bustle later, which we've yet to work on better. So that's basically what it should end up looking like. And then I've got my Swarovski crystal wand as shown earlier on my bodice, and I applied those 3.2mm clear Swarovski flatback crystals. They just set it off that little bit nicer. Just dotted one here, there. Not too crazy, but just enough to so that in the light it looks like little flickers of sparkle. And there we go.